Do, 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 do. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my live. I'm just going to be crocheting with you all right now. I hope everyone is doing well. Let me get my glasses. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am just working on my new pattern. I have a lot of stuff on my desk here. I need to move it. Hi, Ada. Welcome, hon. How are you doing? Welcome, 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 you guys. I can start doing my lives every Friday now that everyone is on their own schedules. So that is really, really good in my household. I hope you're doing well. I am going to be working today on my new project. This is the latest pattern I'm creating for Hobie. This is going to be a placemat for the holiday season time, Christmas placemat, and I'm super, super excited. Hi, Sylvia. How are you doing, hon? Welcome. Oh, how are you doing, Sylvia? It's so good to talk to you. I was actually thinking about you the other day. I miss you guys. So I'm going to be going live every Friday now. Now that I'm on a better schedule. Is this right? No, that's not right. Yeah, Sylvia, every Friday, probably around this time. My YouTube channel, it's going under, like, I guess, construction period. I just have to figure out a more permanent, or not permanent, but like, just a schedule that people can follow. So Fridays definitely will be live for at least an hour, a couple hours. I miss going live with you guys. It could be a table runner. That's 100% true. I just made a table runner though, my face lace table runner. I need placemats, so I'm making placemats. Hi, Nana, Mama Cat. Welcome, hun. How are you doing? You guys, if you could please like the chat so it could be promoted. 7. Thank you so much for joining. Nana Mama Cat, I was just telling the ladies in here that I am finally going to be able to get on some kind of schedule now that everyone in my household is on their schedule. Isn't that amazing, like, how that works? This summer just seems like, I mean, we were doing so much of everything. It was crazy. Craziness. Hi, Sally. Welcome, hun. Welcome. Oh, so I made the video yesterday. I don't think I posted it. I have to post it. I made a video yesterday. I don't think I posted it. This is my new project. And I need suggestions as to what to make. I was going to make a scarf using this Pearly Haze. It's so gorgeous. It's actually wool and viscose, but I was going to use the gathered spikes stitch and make a scarf with this. But I don't know. It looks really pretty on camera. So we'll see. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well. It's just been a hectic summer. Not that I'm complaining, but yeah. I hope you guys are having a great summer and had a great summer. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right. Sylvia, I was also thinking about a cowl. Yes. Actually, I better write these things down here. Where is my other notebook? Get my notebook. Cowl. And then after this project, so I have this one I'm working on, and then this one needs to be something relatively simple because the project after this has to be a blanket. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? So I'm just gonna make a throw. I think I have the pattern for that one too. Let me write this down. This is the Pearly Haze cowl. That would be really pretty. And actually, it's pretty easy. It's just a small scarf, basically, around the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this pattern is a lot easier than the face lace, the table runner pattern that I just made. And I'm happy to say that that is approved by Hobie. So that pattern will be for sale at the beginning of September on the Hobie website. And then I will also have my first video tutorial available to members only. You guys, I got to start making money. Money is still really tight for us, and I have to, like, I've been applying for jobs and I haven't really worked like a job in at a place in a very long time, so it's really hard for me to get hired right now, even though I have like a spectacular resume. But I don't know. Anyway, Sally, do you email tracking numbers with packages? I didn't get one. Was that for a giveaway? Sally, I always send out tracking numbers. Did not giveaway. Did you win last month, hon? I'm so behind on that too. I have it written down. As soon as I end the live, I will check up on that with you. Sorry about that. Oh, the Timo yarn. It's actually right here in front of me. I will send that out tomorrow. I'm so sorry, Sally. You guys, and another thing, I know this is really weird, but like my brain, ever since I had my surgery and everything going on earlier this year, my brain is like, I have like, I guess, brain fog, where like I think I do these things and I swear in my mind like I've completed everything, but I haven't. I've been noticing that. My husband has been noticing that too. He's like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know. So I apologize, Sally. The yarn is right here, hon. I swear. It's literally right in front of me. So I have it right here. I just need to send it out. I'm so sorry. But yes, as soon as I make your your um, shipping label, I'll send it to you, hun. I'm sorry about that. So that our Social Security hubby's part-time job. That's really good, Sylvia. I just, I'm like on the verge of, I guess making money with all of my platforms, like with my crystals, as we're really doing well. I just need to start selling patterns, which is something that I didn't. I mean, I don't know. And again, like, I just started doing this years ago. 6, and it's like, oh well, Hobie is like, oh well, you could sell your patterns, and I'm like, oh, I honestly really didn't think that that was something that I could do, and that is something that really never crossed my mind. So that is something within the next, especially months, that I need to really start working on. Because I do get a little bit of money from YouTube, but I could be making a lot more. Does that make sense? And you guys, I know I love, putting stuff for free and everything, but I need to pay bills. Sally, you have so many lists. Sally, I swear, I have like full on, like, this was my list yesterday. Like, and then it's crazy now because I have to literally keep track of everything. And of course, I didn't start one today, but that is on my list. So, yeah. And then, yeah, you make a list and then lose it. Oh my God. So I'm getting things together that way. And like I said, like I know my YouTube channel is kind of chaotic right now. I'm just transitioning and I'm trying to see what works. The yarn giveaways, I really like to give back, but it's like my channel is in flux just because of when I was out for my surgery and everything. So I know people really like looking at the yarn reviews. So and I have a ton of yarn, and I don't even know why I haven't been making yarn reviews, because like I'm using all the yarn, and that's just something that I need to start doing. So about the sparkle thread, did you see that I cake the yarn and thread? Oh, Sally, that is a great idea. Cake yarn together with metallic thread and cotton. I did not see that, but thank you so much. That is such a good idea, hun. Thank you so much. Oh, Nana Mama Cat, I hope you feel better soon, hun. I hope you feel better soon. Feeling bad is not good. Oh, thank you so much, Sylvia. Thank you, hun. Yeah, I miss being on lives with you guys. Anyway, what I'm saying is I'm just trying to get my stuff together over here on this end. 5, 6, 7. But we had a really fun summer, so I can't complain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I just need to you know, start sticking to my schedule. And then another thing, like my husband hasn't been working every day, and then on his days off, it's like everything that I had planned that day just gets thrown out the window. So there you go. But I will post more of a schedule guideline on my YouTube homepage. Oh, Marshall, I bought it. I know you're asking Sally this, but this is the thread I got. I got it from Hobie. So this is the Glitter Deluxe, and this comes in like 10 different colors. And it's really pretty, but I was just having a hard time crocheting, like holding the thread and then holding the yarn and making it tight, because when I crocheted with it, it would make like little loops and it would be sticking up out of the placemat, my pattern, my work, and that just was driving me nuts. So I just set it aside and just asked everyone, like, what do you guys? We Wow, in a drought. Sally, where do you live? We were in a drought. I live over here in California. We were in a drought for like, I mean, we're still technically, I guess, in a drought, but this past winter it rained like so crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, there are a lot of places online. This one I got from Hobie. So this one is called Glitter Deluxe. And this actually comes in gorgeous colors. I almost got a maroon one because I was going to do this and this with something, but I decided to get this just to add a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to be making 4 or 5 of these. So the next one that I make, I will do a cake with the probably just the white, or I plan on doing like one, like this one has the white in between. I want to do one with a green in between and then one with a red in between. It will be the same pattern, of course, but just different things that I can try. Hopefully that works and I don't go crazy. Oh, thanks so much for joining, Sylvia. It was so nice to talk to you, hon. You take care. And remember, every Friday now, around this time, I will be going live. You're welcome, Marshall. It's on Hobie.com. It's called Glitter Deluxe. And it literally is just like a thread. So I have to be really careful with this yarn. I don't know why cotton yarn now just kills my hand. I did this the other day and then my hand was really swollen. The thread can get stretched. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, Sally. The thread can get stretched. Wow. Okay. I just get frustrated really easy. And then if I don't like it, then I will just dump the project. What are you guys working on? I just have to, when I'm using the cotton yarn, I have to remember to keep this hand still and just use this hand, because I start pulling with this and that's what causes my hand pain. I should make a video on that too. How to alleviate hand pain. Chicken appliques. Wow. Oh, so yeah, she's talking about the glitter yarn or thread. I say yarn. What are they smaller chicken appliques or are they bigger? Twister yarn caker. What is that? Oh my God, I'm learning so much on this live. Twister. Twister yarn caker. Sally, what is that? And Martell, are you using, like, what millimeter hook are you using? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one is literally just triple crochets and then single crochets. So it's, I think it's pretty easy. An old style caker. Okay. Can you still buy it? Four inches by 4 inches blanket yarn and 8 millimeter. Wow. Okay. Sometimes I used to do that all the time. It's like, well, this is the yarn that I have now, and this is the hook that I have, so I guess it's just going to be a bit bigger. I would do that when I would make the Amager Ruby too. My daughter has a lot of them, and they're like gigantic, like 1 foot, 2 feet, like wide, but she loves them like that. So when they called for like a 3 millimeter hook, I would use an 8 millimeter hook. It's just bigger, more to love. Three, 1. So this is what this looks like. And of course there's like a million ends to tuck in. See, so right here I started weaving in the metallic thread with like a needle, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna take forever. But I do like the look of it. It just has a little bit of sparkle. But I am going to try that. Currently working on a cable stitch blanket. Is that hard? I was thinking about doing a cable stitch blanket, but I've never done a cable stitch blanket. Hold on, I have to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jada in Stitches wanted it bigger to go on the front of a crossbody purse. I'm putting Marshall, I would love to see that when you are done. Please, please, please email me a photo. That sounds awesome. I love to see everyone's designs because that really inspires me. I have a stitch book that I'm kind of afraid to use because, how do I say this? The book is not 100% with how my mind works. I don't know if I can make a whole blanket using the guidance from the book. Does that make sense? It's like just a short couple of sentences and then like a little teeny tiny part of the actual pattern. And I don't know, I have to play around with that one. Thank you so much, Ed. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to start working on that blanket. I haven't made a blanket in a very, 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 very long time. So this stitch is pretty easy. Like I said, it's just a shell stitch, triple crochet shell stitch, 7 shells, and then you do the single crochet in between. You skip 7 and then you shell into the 8th stitch. And let me tell you something, after writing that pattern out, it's so much easier to make, for me anyway, to make video tutorials than actual writing a pattern down. It's tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. especially writing it down how you like to talk, because you can't really do that because then it really won't make any sense. So it's just really interesting. It's all a learning experience, but I love it. Let me grab that book with um, the cable stitch. It's so funny because last year my daughter she made a little purse for herself using granny squares, and instead of using my pattern, she went on to Jada, and instead of watching my video, she went on to Jada and Stitch's video, and I'm like, oh, I see how you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I just single crochet in here and cut this. Oh, I know. I'm like, what are you watching? Or I was literally just sitting there and I'm like, I can show you how to make this. She's like, no, 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 no. I already started watching this video. I like the way she talks. I'm like, oh, okay. So, how I do it, I don't like carrying the yarn. I hate that. So I love tucking in 1,000 ends and you know, wasting yarn, I guess, a little bit, but I have to fasten off at the end of each row. Where is this? My desk is a mess because I haven't been using it, that's why. Okay. And how I fasten on a new color is I leave the hook, the 2 loops on the hook, and then I take my new color, make a slip knot, and then I pull through. So then when you go back, you single crochet right there in the first single crochet, and then in each triple crochet, and I always mark my first single crochet right here, and then I tuck this in later. So you have that first single crochet, and then you go 7 single crochets, and then right here you single crochet in the 4th stitch below. So 1, 2, 3, 4 should be the middle stitch, just like that. Hi, Ms. Odie. Welcome, hun. Thank you so much for joining. I am going to start doing lives every Friday now. I will try to do it another day too, but definitely Fridays work best for me. I was telling everyone earlier that I am getting back on my schedule. I know My channel over the summer has been somewhat sporadic just because I haven't been home and just different activities with my daughter and my husband. So, yeah, summer's over for us and it's time to get to work. I'm just 1, 2, 3, 4 working on this pattern. This is going to be my next pattern for Hobie. They're asking for some kind of Christmas patterns. So I'm making this. It's a placemat. And I'm making this actually because I need placemats. The Christmas placemats I had last year, they're really old. And they were like not looking that great last year, so I'm making new ones. Thanks for joining, hun. Thanks for joining, everyone. If you guys have any crochet questions I can answer, please let me know. I've been crocheting 23 years now, 24 years. I can't believe that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is just you single crochet down and over that chain space, and then you just single crochet into the triple crochets. Hi Sharon, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing, hun? Sharon, I'm going to start going live every Friday now around this time. I miss you guys. 2, 3, 4. Good, that's good to hear. So this is what it looks like so far. I also love going live because it forces me to crochet and it forces me to work on my projects. And I'm trying to, I was working on this pattern a couple days ago and I am, with cotton yarn especially, it's just, I think because I pull, I really hurt the back of my hand. So I have to keep this hand still and work the yarn with my left hand. For some reason that helps, excuse me, that works really well for me. Oh, and also for the people who just joined, I would really like your help in choosing some kind of pattern. This is going to be my next project after I have like 2 projects going at the same time right now, or I will anyway. This needs to be a project of some kind. I want to make it super simple, like a scarf or something easy with some kind of pattern. I haven't figured it out yet. I did make a video yesterday. It was an unboxing video with these two. This is the cotton silk and the pearly haze. So I need pattern ideas. And that video will be out. I just have to post it. It will be out later on today. I also appreciate all of your suggestions as to what yarn I should review. I really need to start doing that as well, the yarn reviews. People are really into that right now on YouTube. Like I could do the Friends Cotton versus the Lily Sugar and Cream. I love Lily Sugar and Cream, but their colors are just so washed out. I like the color saturation of Hobie, and also Lovecraft makes a really good cotton yarn too. Just color saturation wise. 6, 7. If anyone has any crochet questions, please let me know. I love to try and help people. Seven, 8. And also my face lace table runner will be available for purchase on around the 1st of the month of September. I can't believe we're already coming up in September. It's crazy, but I'm super excited for that. And I will also be making a video tutorial that will be available to my channel members. I think at the $5.99 level. Where are my stitch markers? How many? Let me get out my pattern. 57. So this is what it looks like so far. I guess since I have this down below, I only need to make borders for this, for just the sides. I'll get to that when I get to that. I have to start tucking these ends in though. They're gonna start driving me nuts. Sharon and Mazzotti, are you working on any projects right now? I'd love to hear about the projects that you guys are working on. Ada, daughter called, oh. Cable stitches from Crystal over at, okay, Bag a Day. Let me get that book. It's just right here. So this is the book, and there's so many beautiful stitches in here. Like, this is gorgeous. But you can see when, here's a cable stitch right here. Yeah. Hers are just a little bit more involved. I mean, I guess I just need to, she has like a whole chapter on cable, different kinds of cable knits. I just think that would be really pretty for a blanket. But then since it is a blanket, I don't know, like I want it to go really fast. This is really pretty. I actually saw a gal on TikTok. She did one in rainbows. It's called, like, she called it the Jacob's Ladder. But that is really, really pretty. I entered 2 comments about Twister on only one show. Did you see it? No. The last one I saw, the last two, you said you use your regular cake winder, but I do prefer your Twister yarn caker. And then after that, it says it's an old style caker and it's bigger too. Hi, Olive. Welcome. How are you doing? Welcome, 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 hun. Olive and everyone, I will start doing my lives regularly on Friday. I know my schedule this past summer has been really, really crazy, but it is stabilizing. Let's say. Stabilizing. So I can look at the entrelac. That's so pretty. You started working on toy mice. Aww. That's awesome. Are you using cotton yarn, Mazzotti? Hi, she shows applying Twister on YouTube. I'll check it out, hun. I'm really excited to see that. Thank you so much for all of your suggestions and help. Oh, that's a nice stitch right there. Do you see this? Like, what does this mean? Oh, I don't know. Hi, Greg, but it's Sherry. Welcome, hon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome to my live. Using the Lime Brand bonbons. Okay. Okay, cool. Everyone, I know I keep repeating myself, but I really want to get the word out that every Friday I will start doing lives again. I miss you guys. I miss going on lives. And I just really, really like interacting with you all. So I really want to do this one. I'm making a blanket, and this would be super spectacular, but we'll see. I don't know. I just got to figure this out. I like it when the patterns, because I can read patterns better. Sometimes when I'm reading just paragraphs like this, and it's just not the pattern, I get lost. So we'll see about that. But I really, really like that. I'm just sharing this book, the New Crochet Dictionary. This is how I get my inspirations. But this book is kind of a little bit hard for me to understand. And again, that's just how my brain works too. Like I said, ever since my surgery, my brain has been foggy, to say the least. This is a really pretty pattern though right here. This would make a really pretty scarf. Let me mark that. Share a good blanket. She's autistic, so this means somebody help her. Aww. Oh, that's really nice of you, Sharon. I'm sure she's going to really like that. That's awesome. You're addicted to yarn. I think we all are. Addicted to yarn and crochet. I need a piece of paper for this. My yarn buying has cooled though, I have to say, just because I am sponsored by Hobie, but they send me like whatever yarn I want, so they're feeding my, I don't want to say that, but they are adding to my stash, so I'm really, really excited. Actually, when I build up enough yarn, I want to have a yarn haul probably in a week or so. I just have so much new yarn from them, and I'm super excited and super grateful and super thankful that they are even consider working with me, because I just think that that's awesome. You guys, what am I looking for? Where are my, here they are. I got to start marking up pages. I really, really like this one. So anyway, when I have a pattern or when I want to do something, I always look at my books and I go through and I mark a bunch of pages just to, so I can, oh, that's really pretty. The staggered shells. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at this one. Work in rows following the chart. Row 1 is a WS row. Begin with the stitches before the pattern repeat. Repeat the marked pattern repeat. And end with the stitches after the pattern repeat. Huh, I see. Is that confusing? I think that's confusing. Greg, but Sherry, you can control crochet simple stitches, but I wish I could crochet clothes. Yeah, it just takes a while. You'll get it. You can start also too with just making whatever stitch you're comfortable with and just making long rectangles and then sewing the rectangles together. And surprisingly enough, that is a top. So you just sew the side, you make 2 rectangles, you sew the sides together, and then you sew it at the top, maybe 3 or 4 inches depending on how wide it is. And you have yourself a sweater, and then you can play with the sleeves, whatever sleeves you like. It's really fun. I can make it. Look at how pretty that is. I can write the pattern out for what I did, but as for making multiple sizes, that is difficult. And hats off to everyone that can do that. I'm slowly breaking into that, but it is challenging. So that's why I'm focusing on, okay, I can look at this all day. That's why I'm focusing right now on like scarves and not wearable. Well, they are wearables, but like non-sized wearables or accessories or things of that nature, because I just need to learn and step into the realm of sizing patterns. Does that make sense? She was jealous because her brother, who is further on the spectrum, got a blank for his. Oh, oh, oh. Well, that's nice. You're making something for her. I hope I'm making sense with like what I'm talking about. Like I said, it makes sense to me in my brain, but it's really making size patterns is really difficult for me anyway. I know people have been doing it for years and they're like, oh, da, da, da. You need to learn new stitches. Buy a stitch book. That is, or you don't have to buy it. You can. Oh, I talk about that actually in the video that I just made that I need to post. It really, really helps you. You can also rent them, get them at your local library. But this is my favorite. I always talk about this. This is my absolute favorite. Why is it my absolute favorite? Because she has the actual pattern. She talks a little bit about the pattern, and then she goes into, this is actually the written pattern with step-by-step instructions, photo instructions, and she also has a step-by-step pattern. And I love, love, love this book. And this has gorgeous, gorgeous patterns too. That's really pretty too. That would make a pretty blanket. You know, I didn't even look at these stitches. Okay. So Sharon, that is what I recommend to everyone. And I talk about that a lot in my videos. And that is just how I get inspiration. I have about 5 or 6 of those. Plus I have a ton of just old crochet books, like old from the 60s and 70s. And you just get, and then I'm also subscribed to one of the crochet magazines. And that is just how you get inspiration. That's how I get inspiration anyway. Wow, Sharon, that's awesome. You should have a YouTube channel. Everyone should have a YouTube channel. See, and that's another thing when I crochet this, I kind of crochet kind of tight, and that is where the tugging on the back of my hand comes in. 2 crochet and 1 knitting. That's awesome. Yeah, I have some really old crochet. I have one from the 1950s. So this is what it looks like so far, and it's really, really pretty. I love the colors. And I like the cotton because you can just throw it in the wash. That's another thing I'm going to do when I do my yarn reviews. What does it look like after it's washed? So I was thinking about just making like squares or even granny squares with the different yarns, and then throwing it in the wash, and then at the end of the video I can show you what things look like after they have been washed. Even when you're crocheting with some yarns, they start to pill. I hate that. I love crocheting with cotton though because it doesn't pill. And this is a new one. Actually, I'm kind of excited to make something with because this is silk cotton. It's 78% cotton and 22% silk. So I'm super excited to make that. Actually, this would be really pretty with that one stitch. Decisions, decisions. You're too intimidated. Intimidated for what? You've been crocheting for so long. Oh, to make a YouTube channel. Yeah, I had to shoot. I actually made a little commercial this morning. That's another thing that I've been working on, just different collaborations. And that was really funny. And yesterday I was thinking about it and I got really, really nervous. But then this morning I'm like, oh my God, you do this like every day. It's no big deal. So I actually made it in a couple of minutes and I thought it came out really nice. It's actually a wine company. So I'm really excited for you to see that. Thank you so much, Sharon. You like watching me and Crystal. Do you know I don't watch other creators' videos? I don't know. I've never seen, I mean, of course I've seen her face, Crystal Bag a Day, but I've never watched one of her videos. I do have my favorite creators that I don't watch their videos though. Isn't that interesting? I used to watch Mikey, so I've been crocheting for 23 years, and I kind of left it for a little bit, a couple years. Then in 2016, my brother passed away, and I started crocheting just to ease my anxiety. And I started watching Mikey at the Crochet Crowd, and watching him, and then I would download the pattern off of Yarnspirations, and that's how I taught myself to learn how to read patterns. Crystal mentioned me? Crystal mentioned me? Hi, Devetta. Welcome. Devetta, honey, I'm going to be on live every Friday now around this time. So please, please, please tune in. She did? When was that? Oh my God, I got to reach out to her. I didn't know that. When did she mention me? Oh my God, I'm going to start crying. Aw, that's so sweet of her. Thank you so much for letting me know. I did not know that at all. Oh my God, I'm going to start crying. That's so nice. Oh, thank you so much for telling me that, Sharon. Thank you. That is really like, wow, that's really, really nice. I know you have, Sharon. A lot of people have, and I really, really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so, so much. I say that all the time. I know it gets repetitive, but I am really, really, really grateful for you all, especially this past year. I mean, ever since like the beginning of last year, I feel like my poor channel has been in flux, and I've kind of been neglecting just because of just everything that has happened in the past year. It's been crazy year and a half, but I'm back. They do, Sharon. Thank you so much. Devetta, yes, I would jump on and watch you live. I always stitches that are different from everyone else. Oh, thank you, honey. You know, I don't, that's just how my brain works too. I like trying new things, and I like doing new things. And a lot of times, though, it does not work out. But when it does work out, it's super spectacular. I'm still trying to do something with that textured wave stitch, the one that was wavy. I need to make a wrap with that or something. I'm staring at it right now. But Hobie has taken me on this journey, and I'm really, really excited to be working with them as well. I mean, they're giving me this tremendous opportunity, and I just think it's crazy. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all of you, and I'm so grateful for them, and I'm just happy that uh I'm happy that my surgery went well, and I am able to be here even with you guys. So I don't want to start crying. You know, Sharon, I really have. I was talking with my daughter about that. Like, starting last year, it was just crazy with my mom. My mom got sick, and then I had to take care of her. And then, unfortunately, she passed away. But then, in between all of that, I found out that I was not doing well. And it's just been like a roller coaster. I was actually talking with my brother the other day, too. And it's just been, it's crazy. Craziness. Thanks, Devetta. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. And it's like all it is just I don't know, but that's life, you know. You just gotta go through it. So I do appreciate all of you. And that is not a joke. That is 100% for real. Okay, now hold on. Let's see what I'm doing here. Do I chain? So when I do make, and I do pick a pattern, and I'll show you this. I feel like talking today. So, I mean, you can see how many pages I have marked in this book. It's absolutely ridiculous. So when I do pick a pattern and I like, so this is the pattern that I'm using right here, the embossed shells pattern. So she gives the pattern, obviously, and the instructions, but then you, whatever you're making, you have to rewrite the pattern to fit whatever you are going to make, meaning like, you know, this is multiples of 8. So you have to figure out how many stitches long it's going to be and where you're going to, just how you're going to, what the finished product will look like. Does that make sense? So when I'm doing this and rewriting this, I always have my handy dandy spiral notebook and I write everything down that I'm doing, usually. Usually I do. This one I think I stopped because it's just a repeat pattern. Right? Yeah, here we go. So this is where this is right now. Does that make sense? So, you know, I love taking you guys with me on this journey because that is my number one question that I get asked all the time is how do I design things and how do I come up with my designs and just what is the process? So this is the process. And it's not, it may look kind of easy, like, yeah, when I have the project done and I'm taking pictures with it and it looks fabulous and everything. But getting from when you first start even thinking about, even like looking at the yarn to that finished project, the product that you see is like, it is a whole process and it's really fascinating. I'll stop talking now. Oh, thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you so much. I've been with my girlfriends and my girlfriend, and she, you know, we were just, of course, we were drinking wine. This was last weekend, and actually the weekend before. It's so funny because my birthday kicks off. It's me, and then my friends, and then my husband, and then my daughter. So it's like 3 months of straight birthdays. Plus, on my husband's side, they have a lot of birthdays too. So it's just like every weekend we're celebrating someone's birthday, and it's just really really funny. But yeah, I'm just burnt out. Last weekend we celebrated my girlfriend's birthday, and it's like, oh my god, okay, no more. I need to stay down. I need to just stay home and rest. So I really really appreciate you guys. Thank you so so much. Yeah, it's been something. But I was celebrating my 50th birthday too, so that was really really fun. But I was telling one of the collaborators that I'm working with, the wine gal, you know, I have to get back to work. So, good things for those of you who weren't here at the beginning of the live. Good things are happening. I will start getting on more of a schedule and just sticking to the schedule because this summer was kind of wild. And yeah, I just need to start working. And also the patterns that I'm doing with Hobie will be available to my members at the $5.99 level and above. I will be making video crochet tutorials. And then you could buy the patterns also from Hobie. I don't know the full details of that yet, but I will as the beginning of September gets closer. Is this right? I do that 1, 2, 3, and then go on the 4th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a, oh no, oh, I see. So when I write the patterns, I like figuring it out on my own. And then I look at chain 1, skip 7. Okay, yeah, that's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then crochet on the 8th stitch. What? Skip 7. Oh, no. It's a shell, not single crochet. I have to figure out my own patterns too as I write them. So I like getting the pattern from the book, and then I write it down on my notebook, and then I read from my pattern that I just wrote, so it makes sense. And then when I'm done with the pattern, I send it off to my pattern testers, and then they were like, this makes no sense, but I say it makes sense to me. So then it's just a whole process. It's really interesting, especially on the last pattern that I made. They're like, oh, this part makes no sense, or you completely skipped over this, or da 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 da. So I'm like, oh my God. If anyone wants to be a pattern tester, please, please, please email me. So shell in the next crochet. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 8th. Right here. Thank you all so much for joining me and listening to me babble. Thank you so much, Sharon. I am happy that I made it this far. 6. Seven. So you do a 7 triple crochet shell. Oh, I didn't count the last row. And then you skip 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you do a chain 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you do another shell right here. Just like that. You're not babbling. I feel like I'm babbling sometimes. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, for my, well, one of my 50th birthday celebrations, I had several. We went to the beach and we spent the night over there, and it was so beautiful. We were with all our friends, and it was so nice. And the night, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 was, I mean, usually it's foggy, but this night the moon was out. It was so beautiful. We were all on the beach like at midnight. It was just so, so gorgeous. It was like really, really magical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you could see the moon. I actually took video. It was just so beautiful. So that's what that looks like. That's so pretty. I love that. I'm so excited for that, you guys. Look at that, looks so awesome. I love the way it looks. You guys, I didn't even realize the time. I'm gonna have to go right now, but I really appreciate all of you joining me and just chit-chatting with me. I really thank you all. You guys are so awesome. Again, I will be doing my lives every Friday now around this time. I'll start maybe around 11, 10:30, 11, and then go for an hour or a couple hours. But I really appreciate all of you, you guys. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you so much for your great conversation. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And we will talk to each other soon. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.